It's week 1 of the 2023 season, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Cowboys and...
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney, 75 yards. And the Giants... Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He connected on his first pass of the game for a long touchdown, so we'll see what else he's got up his sleeve as they start 1st and 10 again. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. The Giants going to take over again on offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Back to throw again. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need... Touchdown, Giants!
Kadarius Toney, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to strike... Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Toney. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Right back to Toney. He's got another one. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And that'll be caught by Tony. On the move past the 40. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney adding to his NFL record in touchdowns. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. These two teams in this first. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been sensational so far. Already up there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Tony. Touchdown, Giants! Kadarius Toney on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter as this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half. Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play. The New York set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney, 95 yards. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at offensive.
And now out come the Giants. Back to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Here's Toney on the quick slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The quick slant good for a first down, a gain of 12. Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Toney. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 17 yards out. And the Giants. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And nobody in the stand. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Touchdown! O.J. Howard, 62 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. Now back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Touchdown, Giants! O.J. Howard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on. There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 75 yards. And the Giants continue to pour it on here in the 4th. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds Howard complete. 30. 10, 5, touchdown Giants. O.J. Howard with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are pouring it on. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll look to throw here on first down. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Tony coming through with another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Giants, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. He's thrown one pass. Of course, that was intercepted on the last drive. He also had 2 interceptions in the previous ball game last week. So becoming a little bit of an issue here. He'll try to fix it now, 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Giants! Kadarius Toney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to strike. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the interception on the opening drive that bounced. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Oh, he fakes a spike toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee,
their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes already in this first quarter. He'll drop to throw. The throw for Toney is intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it... The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So after the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that'll be caught by Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He'll look to throw. Right back to Toney. He's got another one. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Giants are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Oh, he fakes a spike. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Daniel Bellinger. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, complete to Tony. Finding room at midfield. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been looking to throw. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. The pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. O.J. Howard, a 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been... They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Back to throw here. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to Tony. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of the skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Tony coming through with another one. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. Touchdown, Giants. O.J. Howard with his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. He's number 1 in the league in touchdown passes, just through number 20 on that. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paired up with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants just continue to roll. I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the New York set to take the field. They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. So the ball changing hands. Now out come the Giants. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Toney. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And New York set to take the field. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to fix. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, 65 yards. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, 26 yards. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, those goes back to...
And New York set to take the field. First down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. O.J. Howard, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely wanted one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And the Giants ready to come out now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man downfield, that's Tony. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, 93 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. He'll drop to throw. And he finds Howard complete. Touchdown! O.J. Howard, 55 yards. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
Well, I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for them.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience. Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest. Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session. So for the Giants, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.